Hey besties, welcome to my channel. If you are new, thanks for stopping by, and do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And welcome back to my old subscribers, and thanks for sticking around. Okay, let's get right into it. So I started off by cleaning the face with my all-time favorite face cleanser, Avour micellar water. And you must do this thoroughly. Make sure you clean the face thoroughly. And you know me, you know that during skin prep, you have to wait for every product you apply to dry. So after cleaning the face and allowing it to dry, I'm going over with my Dr. Rashell vitamin C serum. I will simply apply this all over her face and then use my skin prep flash brush to press it into the skin. What this vitamin C serum will do to the face is to illuminate the skin and make it ready for the glam, bring out the glow from the face. So you have to press it in and make sure you are using the right amount of serum so that the face will be highly illuminated, as you are seeing me do here. So once that is done and dry, I will go over with my Sword moisturizer. And all these products I'm using are all Nigerian brands. So just like you will apply the serum all over the face, you will also do same with your moisturizer. And you have to be generous with your moisturizer too, because you can even skip your serum, but moisturizer is very essential to make up skin prep. So when you apply your moisturizer all over the face, making sure that your area of concentration is mostly under the eye. Reason because if someone is very stressed and want to do makeup, it is on the under eye that the stress will normally show. So, and here I am just applying my lip balm so that I will also moisturize the lip and get it ready for the lip stain ahead. Here I am using my Adventures sweat block to apply on the T-zone area. If you know the T-zone by now, the T-zone area is the forehead, the nose line, under the nose bridge, and then on the jaw. You apply it mostly those 5 areas because those are the places where heats are likely to come out. And so you use that sweat block to tame the T-zone area and remove some oil and allow it to dry too. And please do not apply your sweat block under the eyes, so that the same reason why you did not apply your primer will not occur. I promise you that this tutorial is going to be fully detailed. So once you apply the sweat block on the T-zone area and make sure they are dry, now I'm going over with my Stay Matte primer from Rimmel, and I'm going to be applying it all over the face apart from the under eye, except on the under eye. That's very important, guys. So when you're applying your primer, do not apply the primer on the under eye not so that you will not smudge the under eye. If you pack your primer under the eye just like you did with your moisturizer, you are going to make the makeup smudge and that place will be highly dry. So your makeup should be kind of dewy and still maintaining the matte. So apply it just the way I'm doing it here. And then once you applied your your primer, which is actually the last step of the skin prep, you now go over to your foundation application. So moving into the skin work, proper skin work now, I'm using my foundation from Avourcosmetics, and I'm going to be spreading it part by part on the face, just like I'm doing here. The reason why you need to do this is because if you use a beauty blender to soak the foundation from your tray, you might end up applying excess foundation. Your foundation needs to be very light and less heavy, so that it as a base for your makeup, it will not be too much. And then I'm going to spray all over the face with my green tea hydrating spray. Be generous with it so that it will also help you blend in your foundation. Then I'm going over to blending one part at a time, as you can see me do. All right, blending is very essential when you are doing your makeup. You blend in very well, one part at a time. There's a way your foundation will even be much on the face, but when you blend very well, nobody will even notice, and you achieve that lightweighted makeup you are looking for in the first place. So when you are blending, blend very well. Your blending game should be on the 100. Just watch what I'm doing. I'll be blending one part at a time, and then I'll make sure I blend all over to suit her skin. So this is one thing you can't take away from me. I so much love my skin work, and I make sure I apply the right shade of foundation to suit your skin. During skin work, blending don't have to be forced or hard, but you have to be gentle on the skin. By tapping process, you are putting it into the skin and it's giving you that finishing you are desiring. Also, during your foundation application, try not to pack much foundation on the under eye, because you are still coming on the under eye to highlight with your pro concealer. So if you are seeing me blending on the neck, yeah, that's because I also did my skin prep on the neck. So if you did not do your skin prep down to the neck, avoid blending on the neck. Or if your client is going to be wearing a turtleneck clothes or dress, make sure you don't apply on the neck so that you will not stain the clothing. Now I'm going over with my 2 shade darker foundation, V Beauty foundation, to apply my cheek contour. And I'm going to be blending it accordingly. When you're applying your contour, make sure you apply under the chin bone. If you are enjoying the video, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a neighbor. This will encourage me to do more on this space. Look at that skin. And if you are interested in knowing all the products I use in this makeup, kindly check my description box and you will find them listed there. Now I'm going over with my CPD blush palette, and I'm going to be applying the shade of orange on the cheek to add warmth to the cheek. Now this is supposed to fall directly on the chin bone and not under the chin bone, just like the cheek contour. It's supposed to fall directly on the chin bone. Yeah. No matter what you are applying in your makeup, step by step requires that you blend off harsh line as you go. Harsh line means lines in between line. That's the thin line between the product you have applied and the new one you are applying. So you have to make sure to blend them off so that onlookers will not see where one starts and where one ends. That is harsh line. So when you blend off harsh line, your makeup is good to go. Now this is me applying my spotless pro concealer to her 5 highlighted areas, namely the forehead, the nose line, under the eye, bridge of the nose, and then the jaw. First of all, I'm going to be using 2 shades of pro concealer for this. Yes, the first one has to be the same shade with her highlighting shade, and then the second one will be lighter than the first one I'm using. So this will help you bring out the highlight area very well, and also to make it pop. So yeah, just like I'm doing it. Now I'm just going to blend it in and make sure it is well blended, one part at a time. And do not forget to also blend off your harsh line to have an even blending. After blending in my highlight, I'm going over to my nose contouring. I'm using a 2-shade darker powder from my Avourcosmetics powder palette to contour my nose. You can still use a foundation 2-shade darker or contour from your contour palette. And once that is blended in, you have to dry every liquid, because that's the second rule of makeup, that every liquid must be dry. And now this process is called baking process, and I'm going to be using my lighter shades to highlight all the highlighted areas, to dry them rather. So I'll be doing this with my beauty blender to damp it in and to make sure I damp out excess oil from the products. After baking my highlighted areas, I'll be using my powder brush to also bake the rest of the face and to make sure the face is evenly. Then I'll be using my green tea to fix the makeup and to make it sit in well. Now I'm going to be using my RCMA setting powder to set all my highlighted areas. And then what I'm doing here is lifting the nose to really give it that pointed look. After that, I will have to lift the cheek up just as you are seeing me do. I'm going to be using my got2b wax to tame the brows to achieve that smooth and light-weighted brows. You can use brow tamer, you can draw your brows like that, anything within your reach. Just do what works for you. That's makeup for you. And now I'm going to be using the leftover setting powder from my beauty blender to damp out oil from the wax. After that, I'm going to be using my Pauline gel liner to outline my brows. Yeah, with my flat brush. That is what I'm doing, outlining my brows. And then filling it in lightly, because you don't want a tacky bold brow, you want a light brows. You do the same thing on the other side of the brow, outline, and then fill it in lightly. You know, there's a saying in makeup that life isn't perfect, but your brows can be. So when you are drawing your brows, you make sure that the brow skeletons are giving the same thing on both sides. And then after drawing your brows, you now have to conceal the brows. If you are using a quick to dry pro concealer to conceal your brows, you have to make sure you dry and blend as you conceal before it gets dry. Also, do not forget that it is the same pro concealer you use in highlighting your 5 areas that you still use in concealing your brows, so as not to make mistake. After concealing the down part, you also have to conceal the upper part, but this time around with your foundation shade. And then you blend off and also dry out. If you really want to know the products I use in achieving this look, I will be dropping it on the description box. Don't forget to check it out. So after baking the brows, I'll be using my Benny White eyeshadow primer to give my eyeshadow a base. Yes, because the eye look I'm aiming at is called transition eye look, I'll be applying my eyeshadow primer this way. For your eyeshadow not to look tacky, make sure you blend in your eyeshadow primer very well, just like I'm doing it here. Then I'll be starting off with a darker shade of brown from the outer eyelid and blending it in to give it a warmth, and then I'll be going in with a lighter color red and the powder like shade. I will be blending off harsh lines so that onlookers will know what is there. You have to blend. When you are blending, it gives your makeup that even look. Then I'll be using the same shade of powder I use in contouring my nose and the blending of harsh line completely. And then I will also be using the lighter shade of powder to also blend out the highlighted brow areas. So my client keeps tearing up. I don't know if it's because of the contacts she's putting on, but she kept on tearing and tearing up. I really had to deal with this all through the makeup session. I'll be using my Pauline black gel liner to outline the lash above lash line and the lower lash line. Do the same thing on the other side of the eye. And then I'll be using my mascara to add volume to the natural lash so that the eyelashes can sit in very well. And then after that, I'll be fixing her lashes from Chair Lashes palette. You can use any bond or lashes glue of your choice, but I'm using lashes bond here. Right now, I'm going to be using my melanin finishing powder to dust off the highlight areas, especially on the lip areas, because I'm going to be working on that part now. So once you dust off the lip areas, you can then go ahead and apply your lip stain. I'm going to be using my favorite Avour lip stain. I'll be using the coffee shade to outline the upper and lower lip line. So at this point, my client also had to cry again. She was just tearing up. And I kept taking care of the under eye till the glam is over. So if you stick around, you also see how the makeup turned out. At this point, I'm doing my finishing and applying my glow from Yanga Beauty. And then spraying the face and allowing it to sink in. Voila, that's the final look. So guys, what do you think about this? Share, like, comment and subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell, and also let me know what you think about this look on the comment section. Bye guys, and thanks for watching. I remain your favorite glam queen, priceless clean makeover. See you next weekend guys. Bye.